5 clear symptoms of a bad oil pump you can't ignore. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we break down everything you need to know in the simplest, clearest, and most exciting way possible. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard a strange ticking noise coming from your engine that gave you a sinking feeling? Well, today we're diving into the 5 crystal clear symptoms of a bad oil pump, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to save yourself thousands of dollars in engine replacement costs. Trust me, you'll never look at that little red oil light the same way again. A quick reminder to subscribe, like, and share this video. Alright, so let's talk about the oil pump. It's the engine's circulatory system. It forces oil under high pressure through tiny passages to lubricate every single metal part that's rubbing against another. If the pressure drops, the friction goes up, and the engine melts itself from the inside out. Heavy stuff, right? Let's break down the 5 signs you need to know. Symptom 1. The red oil can of death. Low oil pressure light. I'm talking about the low oil pressure warning light. Look, your check engine light can mean a million things. This one, it means one thing: stop driving now. People confuse this with the low oil level light or just assume it's a glitch. Big mistake. Low oil pressure means the pump is failing, the oil screen is clogged, or the engine is hemorrhaging pressure. If this light flicks on, especially when you're slowing down or idling, you have zero time to mess around. Do not try to make it home. Turn the engine off immediately. Check your oil level, and if it's fine, you are calling a tow truck. Minutes matter here. Symptom 2. The noise. Ticking, knocking, or rattling. We're talking about strange new noises, particularly a sharp ticking or clattering sound coming from the top of the engine. This is often the sound of your hydraulic valve lifters or push rods screaming for oil. They use oil pressure to maintain zero clearance, and when the pressure drops, they start tapping and clicking against the metal. It starts quietly, but it progresses. If you let it go, that tapping turns into a heavier knocking sound. That knocking, that's your connecting rod bearings or main bearings failing. At that point, your engine is done. Symptom 3. Engine overheating without coolant issues. You probably think of overheating as a radiator or a low coolant problem, and usually you'd be right. But oil is actually a critical coolant. Think about the pistons and the crankshaft. They generate insane amounts of heat from friction. The oil carries that heat away. If your oil pump is weak, the oil flow slows down and the heat builds up locally. If your temperature gauge is creeping up and you've checked your coolant and it's full, the failure could be friction-related. Your oil pump is failing to remove the heat, causing your engine to slowly cook itself. Never ignore rising temps. If you are liking this video so far, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. Symptom 4. Poor engine performance and stalling at idle. This is a symptom of general weakness. Your engine is losing its mojo. Why? Modern systems like variable valve timing, or VVT, use oil pressure to advance or retard your camshafts. If your pump can't maintain the necessary pressure, your VVT system can't do its job. Your timing gets messed up and you lose power and efficiency. Even worse, a weak pump might not be able to hold pressure at low speeds, causing the engine to stumble, run rough, or even completely stall when you come to a stop. If your car hates idling, start thinking about that oil pump. Symptom 5. Metal shavings in the oil filter or pan. This is the grim reaper of symptoms. If you or your mechanic find visible metal particles, I'm talking about shiny, glittery flakes or even large shavings in your drained oil, on the drain plug's magnet, or in a cut-open oil filter, the damage is already happening. The metal is either coming from the pump itself as it disintegrates, or, more commonly, it's coming from your main bearings and rod bearings that are grinding away because they're starved of oil. Finding this is a sign that the engine has been running dry for too long. If you see this during an oil change, stop immediately. You need a deeper inspection, and frankly, you're likely looking at some major engine work. Guys, a failing oil pump isn't like a slow leak or a bad sensor. It's a ticking bomb. Remember this mantra: if the red oil can light comes on, you tow it, you do not drive it. A new oil pump might cost you a few $100s in parts and labor. A new engine? That's $4 or $5 grand minimum. Stay vigilant, listen to your engine, and don't ignore these 5 signs. If this video saved you from a potential engine disaster, hit that like button. And if you want more videos that teach you how to keep your car healthy and your wallet happy, then subscribe right now. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had an oil pump failure? What was the first symptom you noticed?